one last thing before I call it a night, and it's a little dark in here. If you're following along with this project, or you got whatever other project you may be working on of your own, and you're dealing with similar materials that I am, particularly the jack shafts, which are made of steel, they're going to rust. Some parts of the world will rust more than others, but they're going to rust. Okay, the aluminum, no problem. Aluminum sprocket, no problem. Galvanized plates last for years. Aluminum, decades, maybe even more than a century. Eventually it might rust, but whatever. But the steel, it's going to rust a day or two. It'll start rusting right away. So, as you're building your project and you've got your jack shafts laying around, they might start rusting out on you. My advice to you is prevent that. It's going to make life a lot easier. Okay, otherwise you got to come back, sand them down with some sandpaper, whatever, sandblast them, whatever, which does change the dimensions a little bit, so your tolerances get a little sloppy. So what I do is I just throw a little axle grease on them, which may not be obvious in this video. Is a thin layer of axle grease sitting on the jack shafts. Okay, every once in a while just come back, throw some axle grease on the jack shafts, keep them from rusting out. When I'm working on them and I'm doing some type of operation on them, a quick wipe, they're ready to roll. I'm not saying put gobs of axle grease on them, but just a little bit of axle grease, pick up the local automotive store, will do a wonderful job of keeping your steel parts from rusting out. Okay, just thought I'd throw that in there.